Hi, it is Dee, and it is day 5 AOA, Age of Aquarius. As promised, I was going to give you some more information on how I was betrayed by Gabriel. I saw lots of information that was pointing that direction, and I didn't want to believe it because I adore him. The me of today, I don't know about the me of back then, but the me of today would never betray him. He did some horrible things. Really bad things. But this particular, this is a remote viewing of Zeus, aka Gabriel, represented by the eagle on the flags that I showed you yesterday. There's a lot more in that video if you were paying attention from yesterday to Robert Seffer's video. I've got another one I want to share with you too, but this one in particular, this is a remote viewing done by Farsight Institute. Some very, very fine remote viewers I've worked with in the past, and some currently. And they remote viewed him back in the day. The thing I regret is they didn't remote view him in the now. Is he truly working with me? I don't know. It's been a long, winding road. And here I thought the Pope's audience hall was a bad thing. That snake-headed hall is the goddess. But there is something going on with Rome. Something very bad going on with Rome. They let evil in. If you all haven't figured it out, we're talking about angels, ETs, demons. They're all the same thing. Some are in the 3D holodeck, some visit from other dimensions. I know it's all confusing because there are dimensions. They're literally like layers of an onion right here on top of us. I've shown you that. So bringing heaven to earth really isn't that far-fetched because it's right here, all around us. It's just in a light spectrum that you cannot see. But there's others right next door too. Not so hot. Not great places. Anyway, like I said, I regret that these remote viewers did not look at him in his here and now. Unfortunately, if you want to view the full video, you will have to subscribe to their service. It's $10 a month. Well worth every penny. Because you're going to learn a whole lot more than just things about Gabriel. I really... And I'm going to throw down a gauntlet, and I hope somebody picks it up. Either a tasker for remote viewers, or another remote viewer that can task another remote viewer, because I'd loved it to be done blindly, just like they did Gabriel. I think that they should remote view me in the past. I want to know if I did anything that was bad or not. Because while we're burying the gods naked in front of you, I think I should be too. Like I said, you guys aren't perfect because you were designed by those that weren't perfect either. And man, oh man, Gabriel was not perfect. AKA Zeus Enlil with the Sumerian text. Anyway, the subscription service, I think, is $10 a month. If you're highly industrious, you could get through every video they've done so far in a month. I am not affiliated with them. I merely love their work. Highly talented, very talented. You're not going to like what you hear from this video, but like I said, we don't have information on the current situation with Gabriel. All I know is my experience with him. Like I said, the amnesia that they do, the mind wipe, that's heavy. Wow. And overcoming that and finding these breadcrumbs on what's going on down here, that is a daunting task. And if any of you have information that you want to bring to me that says anything other than what I have found, I want to hear it. Because I consider all possibilities, all. Even when I'm in denial and don't want to believe that Gabriel would ever have betrayed me, I finally listen, okay? So don't get frustrated. This road requires, I need your help just as much as you need mine. That's a fact. If we're gonna all get out of this, right? So, this is a video. I'm gonna provide a link. I hate that it's gonna cost anybody money to visit this information, but it is what it is, and I can't help that. Like I said, if you're industrious, you're going to learn much, much more than about Gabriel. And I'm going to take you over here to, and like I said, I'm not affiliated with them, so I'm not getting any money by promoting this particular set of remote viewers, or Edward Warden and his friends, Des Smith, and, oh, why can't I think of his name? And he's absolutely lovely. It's Daz Smith and, I feel bad. Why can't I remember him? Because he's Dick Algier. That's it. I got it. Jackpot. See? The mind isn't that rusty, just a little. Anyway, I don't get anything from promoting their work, except for they're uncovering some truth for us, which we really greatly need. So I'm going to show you what other offerings this particular group has. I think you'll find it extremely enlightening, because what I told you a long time ago about you being trapped on a soul farm, a prison planet, it proves I wasn't lying to you. There's many topics here. Many, and they are fantastic. This is the most recent, Globeki Tempe. You're going to be astonished when you find out what that was. The coronavirus. I was going to do a video on this because there's some things that I know that Sir Courtney Brown of the Foresight Institute was not privy to. So there's some things I can add information-wise to these videos in some cases that they have done. Okay? Here's one that you're going to find extremely compelling, and it's something that I told you. I told you that Rome let the evil in. And you watch this one and it backs up what I'm telling you. My question is, who's in the ship? Who is that person? Or rather, the ET, the dark one that's in the UFO above Rome. I hope it's not Gabriel. I really hope not. But they let the evil in, okay? Some other things you'll get. Remember I told you about the death traps, the soul farm. They remote viewed it. It also talks about where we came from. Okay? You're going to see some information in these videos that backs up what I have told you, plus more. Great Pyramid of Giza. The Phoenix Lights. Aliens on Iapetus. Moses beyond Exodus. And remember, out of my subconscious, there's a couple of things that I stated. I said, the sitting queen on the throne is not my queen. That came from my subconscious. That has gone through my head since I was young. Very young. And I didn't understand my aversion to that until recent years. And then another thing that I said, and I didn't understand why I said it, but I knew it was true. I said, you know, because there's somebody that's come forward claiming that they're Moses reincarnated, right? One thing I said about that was, if you're indeed Moses, you have some serious explaining to do. Anyway, remote viewing of Moses beyond Exodus. You're going to find that extremely compelling. Martin Luther King Jr. They remote viewed him. the Tunguska complexity. Anyway, and I know there's others. Is there something I missed? I know there's others. Let me hit the see all. JFK, two-part. Adolf Hitler. Atlantis, the true story. Remote viewing 9/11. You'll find that fascinating, I'm certain. Roswell. You'll find that very interesting because, yeah, trust me, you'll find it interesting. The secret Apollo moon missions. The War in Heaven. You'll find that beyond compelling. Beyond. Because it's still happening. Still happening. I want to tie this remote viewing, Area 51, because I got some telepathy about this when the coronavirus started. And I thought, at first I ignored it, and then it showed up in a code letting me know the code said, and the code was, what was that? 1112. So 1112. You can look it up in the gematrix.org calculator. 1112. It talks about Area 51 and the coronavirus. I got the telepathy that that's where it originated. Yes, China had it and was studying it, but they weren't the ones technically to release it. They just got caught with their pants down. An ET race released it. But I got the telepathy of Area 51. And I ignored it because I was like, oh, you know, you don't trust your instincts sometimes, and I wasn't trusting my instincts on that. And listening to the telepathy I was getting, and then I got the code that backed up the telepathy I got. So you'll find that very tied to the coronavirus, so watch both of those in sequence. First watch the Area 51, then watch the coronavirus. And I can give you more insights on all of that. What was happening there, because 2 ET races were around when that got released. Oumuamua and the Bird of Prey. This is 2 different remote viewings of 2 different things, 2 different ships. And it's going to rock your world just a little bit, if it isn't already rocked. And remote viewing Sidonia on Mars. Anyway, I highly, like I said, worth every bit of your $10. Remote viewers are an invaluable tool that we need. We need them desperately right now to find out the truth. It helps speed along this process of becoming awake and aware, but they back up much of what I told you. They remote viewed the prison planet, the trap, and it's just like I told you about. It's exactly what I told you. I have more information coming. I'm going to pace myself bringing this out. They told me in another code. They reminded me of the rabbit and the hare. The lore of the rabbit and the hare. So I'm going to pace myself. It'll help you all have time to absorb what I'm telling you. And We have time, so don't panic. We definitely have time. For sure. Anyway, you all should be celebrating. This is day 5 of AOA, Age of Aquarius. If the planet only knew what that really meant, everybody would stop everything they're doing and celebrate. And that party would go on for days and days and days on end. Sadly, not very many know it yet. That'll change. Anyway, I love you guys. Beyond measure. Beyond all that is. Take care.